Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as we are playing as the Soviet Union. So two things before we get started here in today's episode. So the first thing is that something came up that I had to take care of on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I'm recording this like late Monday night so that we'll at least have a video for Wednesday. I'm just going to edit this one tonight and get it uploaded and all that kind of good stuff. So that we'll have an episode for Wednesday, but we will not have one for Thursday, unfortunately. I just can't record two videos right now and edit them both and get them both uploaded. There's no way that's going to happen. So unfortunately, we will not have a video on Thursday, but I will get this one up in time so that we'll have it on Wednesday. But because I'm trying to do all this tonight, really late at night here, it is going to be a shorter episode, just so that I can get it recorded and edited as quickly as possible and get it up there on the channel. And the second thing is that I had several people ask me how that patron vote is going. As of right now, India is in the lead by I think 1 vote. Yeah, I believe they're in the lead by 1 vote with the UK right behind them. And those two are above all the other ones, so I think it's going to be either the United Kingdom or India. But as of right now, India is in the lead, so it looks like, unless we have some more patrons vote, it looks like India will likely be the next campaign, which will start as soon as we're done with this one here. But let's go ahead and let it play, get started, since obviously we don't have as much time to record today. So I already moved all the planes around, and I've got those that needed training. Except for the strategic bombers, apparently. I didn't do these guys. So we're going to want to make sure that they train. There's another one somewhere over here. Apparently there's several ones I didn't train. But you can see a lot of them are training. If they need it. Now there's another strategic bomber somewhere. But I don't know where he is. Alright, so he's already training. And I'm not entirely sure where that other strategic bomber is. Now we did get the Naval Academies of Science. That was just a 35-day focus, so it's pretty quick. I don't think it gives very many bonuses. I think you actually have to do it through the decisions before you actually get anything from it. So we could do this one. This would help with us trying to build, because we get more civilian factories, and that'll allow us to get the transformation of nature, which is a pretty good one there. So might do that. Let me see if there's anything else that we might want to do over here. I mean, there's no Balkan countries left. Could do the ones for Japan. Some of these actually give you some good bonuses. This will give you a decryption and intel network strength bonus here, and then there's another one here that gives you a attack bonus and a breakthrough bonus for 180 days. So yeah, that might be a good one to get. It would help with those naval invasions. Naval invasions can be difficult, but I think we probably should do the lessons of war first. We've been waiting a long time to get this. That's going to make those negative modifiers that the Red Army, National Spirit has. Reduce those or get rid of them. Also gives you the Order 227, and you get rid of those negative general traits that you have. It's also only a 35-day focus, so another reason to knock it out quickly. So going to get that done. Remember, we are concentrating on building up the supply network in the areas we're going to be attacking from in the east and over here in Finland, and supply is just so garbage over here. But again, getting the rails up isn't going to fix it. The big problem here is that these can't really provide that much coverage here. I might want to tick these up to the top then to really prioritize those so we can get it done. Because yeah, they're eating up supply, taking attrition here, 6% attrition, 15% there. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We might need to build supply hubs here, which again take forever. So if that is what we're going to have to do, then we might want to do that now. Because you don't really have any supply hubs that are close. I suppose you want to put it here because that's the closest to the rail network, because if you put it over here, which is really where you need it, then you got to build a lot of rails. Let me see what happens when we get the infrastructure done. I guess it's going to take about a month or so, so we'll take a look and see what happens when the infrastructure is done. I don't think that'll be enough, because all that does is really increase the distance that you can provide supply from. For that motorized. We did finish up that one propaganda poster. So let's see what we want to do next. It should probably be, well, we can take a look at these new ones first because they're cheap. So this one will increase stability, which is already really high. It does increase compliance though, so that's helpful, but then you take more damage to the garrisons as well. So there's that. This will give us civilian factories, which is helpful, but you lose weekly war support and factory output. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that one. We will rebuild to glory. That's the one we should probably do, construction speed. Yeah, let's do that one. We're rebuilding, guys. Yeah, just kind of construct a little bit faster. I think that'd be pretty helpful to do. So we're knocking this out here. Does that get rid of the... No, it doesn't look like it gets rid of any penalty that we're facing, because I think we're still getting that penalty, aren't we? Oh, we still have this one here, too, dropping off the percentage. Didn't we do that? Didn't we get rid of Trotsky? Did we not do that? I could have swore we did. Or maybe that sticks around longer? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we got this one here. So that's going to give more organization, army experience gain, and the army experience soldier losses will not be as bad. Alright, so with that knocked out, which I felt like was the one we really had to get, could do ones for our Air Force. This will give you higher agility, so that'll be really helpful. This gives railway construction speed. Oh, that's a design company. Okay, so that just gives you a new design company. Okay, so we probably wouldn't want to do that. It does give you rails and supply hubs, but I don't know if those... Yeah, those aren't really in any areas that we need them. Yeah. But it is nice to get more supply hubs, I suppose. Might want to do this one here, so we get the more civilian factories. That'd be an option. We need to take a look and see what that unlocked. I forgot that we got that. You know, I suppose we should do this one down here. I mean, you have a choice, but I think it's kind of a clear choice. With this one, you're going to get more organization, more division attack, but only on core territory, so that won't help us at all. Ideology, drift defense, maximum command power. I mean, some of these are helpful. Organization and maximum command power, I suppose, is most helpful there. But this one here is going to allow us to get the army doctrines for cheaper. So I think that one's the better one. Also, you're getting division recovery rate at the cost of losing division organization. Yeah, I think we're going to go for this one just because I'd like to be able to get those land doctrines for cheaper. Which we might actually have a land doctrine available, not quite. So I think that's the one we're going to go for. Yeah, I think that was just a little bit more useful for us. And I really want to get through those land doctrines. I think that'd be helpful. Oh yes, the Academy of Science ones. So those have unlocked down here. And I want to see what they do. So that's what it looks like when that is a puppet subject. Do we have one for an ally? So I can see it there if it's the same effect. I guess our only ally that isn't a subject is Sweden. And so there's no options for that one. But yeah, that's what it looks like when it's a subject. So basically you get the 1% research speed, and then they get a 10% research speed. So it's exactly what we thought that was. But then this is what I didn't know about until recently, is that you can get the 1% bonus for all these areas. So I didn't even know that, again, until recently. That would have been so helpful. Like, think about what the percentages that you're getting here. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. That's a 15% research bonus, guys. That is massive if you do all these. Now, given it costs them, you know, 1 million political power, that's incredibly expensive. Now, at this point, it's so late that I don't even know if it's worth doing that. I mean, what we really need is civilian factories, and the best way to do that here through political power would be to, you know, have to trade for less resources. So to get more aluminum, if you can get like a good chunk of it. Yeah, it's such a shame. I think we'll do some of these, I suppose, like maybe the ones for our subjects so they can get a research bonus, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. So we'd probably want to do Mongolia first. Although I'm not seeing them on here. Here's Ukraine. Is there not one for Mongolia? Maybe I'm just missing it. But yeah, I'm not seeing one for Mongolia. Okay, so it looks like that's not an option. We can't do this one, though. Gives us a 1% research bonus there. Yeah, it's just kind of a shame. I didn't know about that. Though I guess, you know, political power has been pretty short for the whole campaign. We never even got the ship designer. That's awesome. Shows you how much I care about the fleet. But yeah, that would have been super helpful early on. But again, everybody told me it was subjects that you get it from. Like I had a couple people tell me, oh, one reason, you know, when I had told everybody that I was making the decision to annex instead of puppet countries, you know, when we did that here in Turkey, and when we did that with Romania, people said that the main issue with doing that is that you can't get the research bonuses from that focus. And so I was basing that entirely on you know, the comments. And I said we were going to declare war here on Japan, but the Americans just invaded Japan, and And they typically don't have a lot of troops here defending, so they might be able to get them defeated. We'll see, guys. Maybe we won't even join the war against Japan. I don't know. I expected we would, but we gotta... I mean, we can go and start sending the troops over there. Because I think we got the supply hubs there now. So yeah, we can do that. Let's get something picked here. And then we'll start getting ready for that. Let's go ahead and do the signal companies next. And yeah, I don't see any reason. You can see the supply is a lot better here now. We have the supply hubs. I don't know if we'll need any more. They're pretty far out from each other, with the exception of here. We're really going to want to stack the troops. So I don't know how supply will look, but we can do a much higher level than we could before. So yeah, we'll see, guys. Let's go ahead and start moving those troops now. So as far as who we're going to move over here, we're going to have the defensive army still, I think. Although, you know, I don't even know if I want to supply them since we have... Maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, we probably shouldn't even supply those guys. We got plenty of the offensive armies. We should probably just have them do it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about doing this. And then what we might want to do is just kind of change up how we have our armies set up. Let's go and just take like the light tanks and then put them all over here under him, because he's, you know, better at that. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. So let's go and move them over to here, and then we'll take some of his troops, or even just anybody's troops, really. I guess you can take these guys and put, well, you don't need that many, do you? Yeah, we only need a few of these here. And then put them over here. Although I did want to take these guys out. So I guess we'll just put them over here. Some of them need training. If anybody needs training, we'll pull them out completely. Yeah, we'll put this guy over here, get him trained up. And then we can go and pull out... Oh, we got this guy. But pull out the divisions here that are done training. The tank divisions. Put them over here. And I'm going to take this guy as well. So we got 16 divisions over here for the tanks. And we'll just split them up where we have them. We need one more division here, I think. So let's go ahead and get one of these guys moved over here. And then we'll have Zhukov be up on this area here. So what we're going to want to do is just take this army and probably just move them out of here. You could put them here as well, I suppose, or just put some of them over there. You don't really need to have that many, honestly. We'll just put them... I don't really care. We'll just move them over here for now. And then take this here and put them over here. I guess we'll give them a commander as well. Might as well. So we actually have a really decent commander here. Armor officer that we didn't assign before because he had that negative trait. He doesn't have that negative trait anymore, so now he's a lot better. So we're going to put him in charge of probably another tank army, is what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and put somebody with a high attack here, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we'll put him here. So 2 divisions hopefully should be enough. Supply would be an issue with any more than that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of this line here. I'm hoping those guys move over there since they do have an order. We need to go ahead and get rid of their current order. And then give them a front line. I'm not sure how wide we're going to want this. That's probably good. Alright, and then we can go and start moving. I feel like there should be mountain troops over here. Do we have any offensive commanders that have the mountain trait? I don't think so. I think we have a few that are close. He's only at 17%. He's at 74%. So I can see moving him through the mountains here, and then moving Zhukov off of this just a little bit. And having all the mountain troops attack in that direction. Yeah, we'll take a look at how this looks. Yeah, having him go in the mountains and then just only having mountain troops, I suppose. So let's go and put these guys over here. And you know what? We do need to continue training some of these. So we'll let them train up first. And yeah, any mountain troops we have, we're going to put them either in the training army to train up or in his army here. And he's just going to have mountain troops to sweep across here. And I don't think we should have too many armies over here because I know that we've done a lot to improve supply, but it's still going to be an issue here. So if we put too many, we'll run into problems. Let me just pull these guys just back a bit. And we're going to bring the tanks over here too, and they eat a lot of supply up. So we'll have the tanks probably here. Yeah, I think here to race across here. And then maybe you put like a few of the tanks, because we have so many of them with 16 divisions. Put a few of them here just to kind of race across this way. Or even here, just trying to cut off any troops that go on the front. Because once we have a war goal on them, then you'll see them start really pumping troops onto this front. Maybe, if they even have the troop numbers, I suppose. So let's go ahead and get all these guys moved into... We got 10 here. So you need a few more. There you go. Alright, so hopefully they'll move over there. Yep, good to go. Alright, so I didn't do a offensive line here, so let's go and take care of that. So we'll see how the supply looks here, guys. We would also want to move more railway guns down. Obviously, the focus should be here. I mean, the railway guns aren't going to be able to provide a lot of bonuses, frankly. But you definitely want to provide them wherever you have your tank armies, which we kind of have an idea of where we're going to have those. So let's go ahead and start moving some of these over here. I put one there. And just look for the other ones. I know we have them all over the place. So just look for these rail guns and get them moving on over here. So maybe right here as well. So that looks good. Obviously, we're not going to have them all the way across the front. I mean, we could, but... I mean, maybe we'll see, guys. We'll see. Let's get some of those troops out of there so it's easier to find them. We did get the construction. Let's go ahead and go for the next excavation. As resources, again, have been an issue for us. Though I don't know that we're really trading for much right now, are we? Oh yeah, we actually fixed the resource situation. Alright, so didn't have to go for the excavation. We'll just finish it up, though. Might as well. Alright, so we're done here as well. Again, could get the other tanks. I don't really think that's necessary, though. At this point, I really want to work on doctrines. I think that's the best way for us to go. And we might not even fight the Japanese, as we've seen here. I suppose we'll go after some of these nice passive bonuses here. We'll get the night vision. That's 10% attack for half of the time. Also, we finished up one of our propaganda posters here. So let's go and do the next one, which likely will be this one to get the compliance up in all those areas that were located. I think that would be worth it. So yeah, let's go and do that. Let's get the compliance up. It does have cost, of course. I think in this case it's worth the cost there. So we've knocked out that excavation. So we are done here completely now. We're done here for the most part as well, outside of like nuclear techs if we want to do those. It's too soon for 1944 planes. We might need to start working on naval techs. I don't really want to do naval techs because I don't really care about the fleet, and it does take so long to get those out there. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do that anyway. Can at least get like passive bonuses. We'll do that first. It's 44 days there to get that knocked out. Alright, so we got all these troops training. Anybody who's currently done like these mountain troops here, we can go ahead and throw them onto their fronts. So yeah, it'll take time to get all these troops moving on over here. We got another decision available apparently about resources. Let me just take a look. I want to say we're doing pretty good now with those excavation techs. And the only thing we're really short, I mean, obviously tungsten could be better, but the only thing we're really short on is the rubber, and that's not really an option for us when it comes to these decisions. If we need aluminum or tungsten, if we can get a lot of this, but yeah, you're just getting like 8 or 6. I'd rather just trade for it, honestly. As long as trade is an option, there's no reason to not just trade for the resources we need, other than the fact that the civilian factories, which one we're missing here? Other than the fact that civilian factories are kind of an issue. Because yeah, we don't even have 3, well, now we got 3 lines. Yeah, getting all those stuff built. Let me take a look at the Finland situation. And that was not enough. I didn't think the infrastructure would be enough. I mean, it helped some. You're still building it over here, I suppose. In fact, you might want to get it one more higher there. But you can see the situation, the problem is here. We need more supply hubs. There's no way around it, guys. So we'll put one here because that would be the easiest way to do it. But frankly, you got to have one here somewhere too, I think, in order to not have supply issues. So we'll put one, I guess, right there, and then connect it with the rails here. We'll do this one first. Oh, that's all we need to do there. Hold up. There we go. And then probably build that up to level 2. And then you need to do the rails that go over to this one. And build that up to level 2. Alright, so they'll take care of all that for us. We should probably take that up to the top because it's such a problem. Well, you know what? I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so yeah, we'll attack here. I mean, we don't have the war goal against the Japanese yet, so I suppose there's that issue. Could work on that after we get this here. How long would it take to just declare war on them? You know, with justifying the war goal. 30 days. Yeah, it wouldn't take very long. So it's not really a problem. It's not very much political power either. We do have the ability to do more of these for the research bonuses. And why not? Do we want to keep doing these though? Let me just make sure there's nothing else that we need to do. I guess we could go for the ship designer. It's 150. Yeah, is it better than a research bonus when we need to get all those naval techs? Yeah, I think it's just better to just go ahead and go down these. We'll just go down from top to bottom. Keep our eyes over here. Get the mountain troops coming over here and the tanks coming over here as soon as they're done, like this guy. You come into this army. Whoops, into this army. We'll move the tanks over here. Eventually, where's this guy at that he's having supply issues? Yeah, in that location there. Okay. Why don't you come over here or something? Just move. I don't know if he'll go somewhere else that will, yeah, result in not having a supply issue there. But we'll move them over there in a little bit. Let's see how the supply looks first before I pump a bunch of tanks over here. Alright, so they're almost all arrived. We still got to get the railguns as well. I wanted to move these guys first, though, to see, to be able to better find them. Because I don't know where all our damn railguns are. There's one right there. So move these guys on over here. And I guess we'll move them right here. There should be more railguns, at least a couple more. We did build quite a few of them. I know we have one going there, and we had one coming over here, so let's just put these guys here. Again, they can't really, because of the size of these states over here, these provinces, they can't really provide very many bonuses here. We can go and update the anti-tanks. Yeah, you can't really provide a lot of bonuses for multiple combat areas, just because of the size here. Alright, so we're putting all the mountain troops over here, and then they're going to get tank support eventually. Once we see that the supply here is good. I think they got all the troops over here, and supply does appear to be fine. I mean, you have a few areas where you got some issues, but for the most part, this is fine. So let's go and get the tanks moving over here. Again, they eat a lot of supply, but this causes some problems, but I think we'll be fine. And then we're gonna do, how do we want to do this? Sweep across here. And then you could come down this way to kind of connect that quicker. Remember, you want to spread the tanks out because they do eat up so much supply. So yeah, we'll have three areas they attack from. Here, here, and here. And maybe they won't even put anybody on the fronts. We'll just have to see. And then we'll go ahead and start working on the, yeah, we'll start working on the war goal. Try and get that done. We do need to, we're just going to delete their order here. And let's go and get a front right here. Is that how we want to do that? Yeah, right here. Nope, that's not right. You need to go to that one. Oh, Lord. There we go. Alright, and then go ahead and give them an order. So they're going to be sweeping across here to cut off the Japanese from their ports. So it'll be easier to destroy all these guys, and also so they can't pump any more troops over here. Again, the Americans are already invading, so we're just trying to get some territory while we can. Supply is horrible here, so let's just go ahead and put these guys over here. We only need one division if there's nobody there. And then we need to move the tanks still. Get them in their other areas. So we'll give them like a medium tank and a couple light tanks here. Oops. There we go. And an order. And how many do we have? We got 18 total. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with the next area. A medium tank and 2 light tanks. over here, I suppose. We might need to... Okay, that's all one province. That's fine. Alright, like that. There we go. So we'll get all those guys moving over there, but let's go ahead and start working on the war goal now, while we can. As far as where we should justify... I mean, I guess you just justify over here to make that cheaper, to make sure you can get that. I mean, it's already really cheap, though. So maybe Korea? Because then you want to try to affect the cost. Make sure you can get control of areas. Maybe here? No, because that would not be against the Japanese then. Yeah, I guess you just do like Korea. North Korea or whatever. Alright, so we'll get that done on... What day would that be? It is going to be on the 29th of October. That's when we'll be declaring war on the Japanese. We'll do it as soon as we get it. Over here in Finland, though, we'll have to first improve the supply situation here. I mean, it could win... but we have those defensive troops over here. They're not very good. We'll put offensive troops over there as well. We have, I think, one offensive army, right? Maybe not. I might have moved all of them over there. Yeah, we might not have any offensive troops to take care of this for us. Because you got Zhukov over there, you got Timoshenko over there. Yeah, we don't even have any. So let's... I mean, you could create another army here with what we have here. But let's go ahead and get more troops building. I have tanks going. Yeah, you can build several of these. Looks like we're doing pretty good on medium tanks here. Should also build some mountain troops. I'll just build them all the way out. Again, just get them going to... Well, the training army is going to want to move now. Yeah, because we're going to be deploying them over here. So you'd want to now put them into Moscow instead. Yeah, so we'll have them moving over there. And thus that means you're going to want to have... These guys will deploy over here now. Alright, excellent. So we'll do one more. And so that's probably plenty of troops, honestly. But we'll do some more bloody sickles, because why not? We have the numbers. Alright, so that's... We'll do 10. Alright, so let's go and get these guys training. And then we'll be creating an army out of these units here. An offensive army, a new one. Alright, so just let it play. So we can get to the point where we can declare war on the Japanese. We do need to move the planes over here as well. I did forget about that. So let's get the planes moving as soon as we get a new focus going. So with that knocked out, I think we're done here. Yeah, we're done here. Now, one thing we'd never gone down was Stalin's cult of personality. We might want to do that. There's some good stuff here. Some real good stuff here. So you might want to do that. How long does that one take? Is that a 35-day one? That's a 35-day one. So you get those benefits quickly. And then, of course, you have these ones over here. But most of this, again, isn't that helpful. And if we don't have to do the naval invasions, then it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I think the war is going to end there much quicker than I was expecting, since the Americans were successful in their invasion. So you know what? Let's just go for the Stalin's cult of personality, guys. There's that Finland focus as well, I suppose we could go for. But let's get this one first, because again, I don't want to pull Finland in until we're at war with Japan. We do need to go ahead and move the planes now. Now, I'm not sure how we're doing on air bases. Looks like we have a lot to be desired here. Quite a bit. We are building the radar up over here, so that'll be done. I just don't know that it's going to matter much over here, because the Japanese are they're just about done. And you can build the air bases over here and stuff. So, you know, I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah, I think we're just going to move whatever planes we can over here. How much room do we have here? 400, 200, 400. Okay, so yeah, we'll just move some planes on over here. We got them just kind of dotted all over our territory at this point. So we need to have some naval bombers over here. I was going to start moving the fighters and close air support, but you know what? We need to move naval bombers. And some of these guys need to train up here. I increased their numbers up to 200, and I set them to train, but then they didn't. That's interesting. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't train up. Because yeah, I did have them set to do it. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's move them over here and train them. That would be the better way to do it. So I'll move 200 over here, and they will train over there. Suppose you can make sure they're over here assigned that. So we'll get them trained while we wait, and then let's go in and get those fighters and stuff going over there. We'll just do the 200 naval bombers for now, just because there's not a lot of space over here. I guess you could put another 200 there. Yeah, there's no reason not to put another 200 over there. Alright, so how much room do we have? Well, it looks like the Dutch are over here, but maybe they'll leave. Alright, so we have a little bit more space here. We need to find a close air support somewhere. Again, we got them all over the place. Our air wings here. And then we'll put like another 400 there. So, close air support and fighters. And then here we'll put naval bombers. We also have this airbase here that we can make use of. It's going to get these guys. We'll take them off the training for now. Get them assigned there and then train them. But I'm worried about supply, having too many planes over here. But we could get like one fighter wing going there. That would be assigned to the Sea of Japan. Alright, so all the planes are moving over, and just a few weeks, and then we'll be ready to go. At least against this faction here. Yeah, I think the Americans will end up winning there. The Japanese never keep enough troops to defend their home territory. I mean, we really don't need anything anymore, guys. Everything's pretty irrelevant at this point. Got the smoke generators. Yeah, I also forgot to move the fleet over there, didn't I? Yeah, so we'll do that here in a minute. I'm really only wanting to get like passive bonuses now. So I just don't feel like... I mean, maybe you could do the submarine techs. You could do that. So yeah, we need to move the fleet over here. So it's going to get them all moving over to this port here. So we're going to stop them. They've been doing their orders this entire time, so we should have stopped them a long time ago, frankly. Stop their orders here. So yeah, we'll move all these guys over here. Stop them as well, though. Yeah, they're not even actually doing their order right now. But you can't stop them. Hold up. Maybe if we do that, then we can get them to come over here. There we go. Alright, so bring these guys on over here. And we'll take all these out. Bring them over here as well. Make adjustments later. And then we'll need our submarines to come on over here too. We'll move all the modern ones over here. Alright, fantastic. Now they will still be assigned to all these areas. So we'd have to get them unassigned, don't we? Alright, and then move them over here. I should have done that from the get-go. So let's go ahead and fix that. There we go. And again, then get them coming on over here. And same thing with these guys here. And then I know we did the submarines, right? Yeah, we did the submarines. Okay, so everybody coming and moving over here. We can also get many of these submarines coming over here too. Now this is going to cause supply issues though, having all these ships over here. Let's go ahead and build the naval base up. Now naval bases are more expensive, as we saw in that new patch. So that'll likely take a lot longer to build than we're used to. How's the supply doing? Still pretty bad. Yeah, still pretty bad. Given we haven't built those supply hubs just yet. We got the atomic research. That's a nice 4% research bonus. I guess we'll go after the nuclear reactors next. Also, we have some decisions available. That's the Academy of Science ones. So we're going to continue doing those. So we can research quicker. Yeah, and each one, the 1% bonus is really not all that great, especially when you're spending what you're spending for it. Huh. Yeah, this guy's not going to be able to win here. Okay, so what we're going to do is... I didn't think they're going to have any troops over here. I don't know if that guy will get over there in time. Hold up, let's stop that. He'll have to defend for now. Yeah, those other ones won't get there in time. So we won't be able to attack over this way until those troops get here. We got 5 days remaining. We just got the tanks here. So we're gonna need to give them time to like get their planning bonuses up and all that kind of good stuff. You can see we are taking attrition here. Well, maybe not. It says 0% attrition. We are done. Let's give it a little bit of time, guys, before we declare war. Just a few days. Just continuing getting stuff moved over here. And then we'll declare war on them here in November. Now, I don't know if there'll be a horrible winter over here. I guess we'll find out. You can see that we already have winter in this area. Not surprising, of course. It's a rough area to fight before the patch. I imagine it's going to be even worse now. So yeah, give it just a few days here since we just got all these guys here. There are actually some troops to oppose us. But you know what? It's only going to get worse now that we have a war goal against them. So let's just declare war. Alright, so we will call our allies in, bring Sweden into the conflict. Oh, and everybody into the conflict. I forgot we have all those other allies now. The Germans, Italians, all that kind of stuff. All those countries, I mean, that we got from the last war. Raise factory worker militias. What's this about? So this results in you getting no factories or resources from that area. Okay, so it would be here. But you do get increased defense on core territory and increased... Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that, guys. Alright, so we're at war. Let's go ahead and start pushing forward across the entire front. Again, we have these tanks here just for the purpose of... Oh, they're not brought in yet, so we have to wait until they get brought in. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So you know what? We can't do anything here until they bring them in. But we have the war goal against them. Okay, so we can just go and declare war then. Alright. Well, that's good. Thought we were going to have issues there. So yeah, let's just go and start pushing forward. And then we bring these tanks in over here. And if they have any troops up this way, they'll get cut off. And then with the rest of the troops, they're just going to push forward on any undefended territory. I don't actually want to attack anybody until they're cut off from supply. I think it's the best way to do it. Have them go that way, then go this way. But yeah, if it's undefended, then there's no reason not to push forward into that territory. Cut these guys off over here. I'm going to start grabbing all this. Push forward there. So we will have to do some attacking. Yeah, we'll go send all these guys into this here. They'll maybe leave one mountain troop here so somebody's defending the territory. We do have some of our ships here, so we'll get them placed out there. The ships move so fast, so it didn't take us very long to get over here. I sent all of our tanks over there. And we won't be able to do anything here. I don't think we'll be able to win that. Let's go and put the planes in the skies. Stop their training, of course. Naval strike here. These guys will be doing the air superiority. And unfortunately, they didn't move their planes out of here as I was hoping they would. These guys need to do their order. We'll go ahead and prioritize that. More ground crews. Naval bombers here. Get them doing the naval strike. While the rest of these guys here... They won't have great efficiency here, is what it is. Alright, so that looks good. Didn't have that airbase there, but it's just too far away, I think. And this is plenty. I was worried about supply as well. Alright, so that looks solid for the planes. So let's go and get the ships out there doing something. So we want them assigned a strike force in the Sea of Japan, where we're actually going to have naval bomber support. Could do up here as well. Again, the Japanese have a larger fleet than us, though, so this is overall kind of risky, but why not do it anyways, just because it's the end of the campaign here, so what's it matter, right? So yeah, we'll just get them thrown out there now. And we have extra destroyers. Let's take these two. Oops, nope, not that. I haven't given an order just yet. And have them do convoy. I don't even know if we're getting convoys over here. Looks like it, though. Yeah, we got convoys coming through here. Okay, so we're not going to be able to escort all this, but I guess there's the question on if they're even going to raid us. It's hard to say. So we'll just do the convoy escort there, and then we're going to want to get all these submarines set up as well, which we'll do. Just don't have to manage as many of these. We'll do task force of 5. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. Add these in the wrong location. Alright, and then have them do the convoy raiding here in the Sea of Japan, here, here, and here. And we'll see how they do. I'm sure we'll take some losses. It's to be expected. Also, we should have had all of our ships deploying over here. So that was my bad. Just want to fix that. Now all the ones that we have over there will have to deploy here eventually. Alright, so that looks good. Let's make sure everybody's attacking. Slow it down, obviously, since we're at war again. And we have all these raised factory militias here. Okay, we don't want to do any of those. Alright. Sweden's joined the conflict. We're not even going to get any expedition forces. We don't need any of that. Sweden will help in Finland when we attack them. So I think we will go ahead and attack across this river just to get it done with. We'll take some light tanks and bring them up over this way. But for the most part, side of this guy here, I'm going to attack across that river now. Push forward here. Have the tanks continue pushing forward up this way. Try and beat them so we don't have to, fight them in these mountainous regions if we don't have to. It's the best way to go about doing it, of course. Alright, so tanks still moving across here. Everything's a little bit slower in these areas because of the large size of the states. Obviously, medium tanks aren't going to be great in the mountains, but we'll send them there as long as we're not fighting anybody. We will accept their non-aggression pact. We've got no problems with China. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and attack over this way. These tanks are so much slower. So the light tanks are blowing past the medium tanks due to their much higher speed. And already we're being bombed by the Japanese Air Force. It's such a bummer that this airbase here is so high up north. It'd be really helpful if it was down here. It's just not very good for covering the Sea of Japan. So we need to get Korea into our hands as soon as possible. We're already engaging troop convoys though. So that's awesome. They're also attacking us over here, but we've got to get control of that before Japan capitulates. Let's go ahead and keep on pushing forward. And he can go this way. There's no reason he can't go that way. Let's go and get these guys cut off here. And just look for troops that have finished up their orders. And maybe also give them like future orders. Alright, looking pretty good. Whoever's assigned to this one, let's have him assigned to this front. And just get rid of this. Alright, so just trying to get across that river there. But the key here will be to get behind them. So let's actually sweep across this way, here. And make sure it's nice and thick as well. Give it some girth. So that we don't get these troops cut off. And go over here, whichever way is fastest, I suppose. I guess I can go that way. Whichever way is fastest. And just keep on pushing across here as rapidly as we can. I don't think we'll have any issue getting them cut off over here. So let's take a look, see what happened over here. We've lost one of our bombers already, trying to sink those troop convoys. The Japanese still do have a larger fleet, I believe. We can take a look exactly how this looks here. Also might want to take a look at where our operatives are assigned. Yeah, they still have 200-something ships here. Unfortunately, that is actually all the time we have for today. I can get the operatives looked at. We actually do have the intel up higher over here. I believe we have somebody doing counter intel. Yeah, we got this guy doing counter intel. So yeah, we could go and look at a mission here against Japan. See what missions are available. Yeah, I suppose we'll do that. But yeah, we are finally at war with the Japanese, able to quickly push into their territory here. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of an issue grabbing all this up here. Actually, you know what? Let's have one guy go this way. Oh, we already have somebody going that way. So he'll go that way. Whatever, he'll go that way. We're pushing into Manchuria. Pushing into Korea now as well. Probably moving way past the speed of us seizing railroads. Let's go this way. And it's just the nature of it. And grab all this territory. But yeah, we'll give these guys their orders. And then we'll have to end the episode so I can try and get this video edited. So we'll have a video for Wednesday, but remember, we will not have a video on Thursday, unfortunately. So as soon as we get all this built here, which we're working on, once we get that done here, we'll bring Finland into the conflict once we can bring more troops over here. We're building up an army for that. We have, as of right now, only 4 divisions, plus this tank here. So not much. So we might just have to rely on defensive divisions since I put all the offensive guys over here. Now we could also switch up some of these defensive divisions, I suppose. I suppose you could do that on this front here. Could just switch them all over and then train them up. I don't know how bad that would be if you just changed them all to bloody sickles. You'd run out of anti-tanks. Yeah, you'd run out of anti-tanks if you did all of them. Yeah, so probably not the best way to do it. But maybe do, like, some of the more experienced ones is probably the best way to do it. Just take, like, a few of them and, you know, not all of them, you know, and see how that looks. If you, like, just say you did 15. Yeah, you actually have that. So, you know, we'll change them up and then train these guys up on their front line. So that's probably a better way to do that. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next one, which should be the finale episode. Yeah, I think it'll be the finale. We could go and do this land doctrine as well, just to get it. Yeah, we'll knock that out. That'll give us some nice bonuses there. Alright, so yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, which remember will not be until Friday, unfortunately. But that'll be up on Friday morning at the usual time. I'll see you on that video, and thanks for watching.